Is God in our loss? It's very important to have the answer to this question, because whether He is in my loss affects my faith in God and my confidence in Him. It affects my reaction to loss in life and loss by death, losing a family, losing a home, losing a dream, financial loss. It highly influences whether I can experience comfort in times of sorrow or heartache or loss. It highly influences my obedience to what God requires of me. For example, when He says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, if God is not in my loss, can I really, truly trust God? It's easier to say, yes, God, and everything when things are going my way. It's not so easy to believe that God is in everything when I'm suffering pain and loss. Is God in our loss? How do we reconcile our suffering with His love for us and His power to prevent it or to stop it? We won't understand everything we face in life. Remember, He sees the entire picture and loves you more than you can ever imagine. On earth, here we must walk by faith, and some things we will only understand when we get to heaven. In the life of one who loves God, He can turn every single event for the good. So what is your relationship with God? What is happening in your personal life at this time that might cause you to ask questions? How can God be in something that hurts me so bad? I had nothing to do with it, and yet I'm the one who's suffering the pain. If anything can slip out of God's control, then He is not God. So we know that no matter what comes your way as a believer, God is ultimately in control and He is involved, including loss. So this is the big question. Can you trust in a God whose ways you do not understand? As a lover of God, are you capable of trusting God even when you don't understand His ways or His purpose? Life takes on a deeper meaning because of loss. No one says that loss is fair, but it is a part of life. Why tragedy? It's natural to ask why in matters of loss, especially of a loved one. And honestly, I don't understand some of the tragedies. But at Steve's funeral, the pastor read this verse, and if you can grasp it, it will help you deal with your loss. This verse tells us an answer to a question many of us ask. It may be comforting. It doesn't make our loss any less painful or less sorrowing. Deuteronomy 29:29 says, the secret things belong to the Lord. Nobody has all the answers. God is sovereign and has a grand plan beyond us as individuals. Some things we may be able to reason out, but some things God is going to keep a secret until we get to heaven. I must add one last very important fact to loss. If you are breathing and your heart is still beating, God still has a plan for your life on this earth. Don't let the devil tell you that your loss means nothing. Psalm 139:16 says, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. God knew our days and purpose before we were even born and took one breath. He has a plan for you that goes beyond just you as an individual. Your life is meant to be a part of God's grand plan that will affect others throughout history. What appears to us as a valley of weeping is actually God's valley of preparation for His service. You and I are only a part of God's grand plan. His thoughts and ways are far beyond our thoughts and ways. Doesn't make our grieving or our loss any easier or our pain any less, but knowing God is in our loss and that we can trust Him will help you through your journey. Know, my friend, that one day your sorrow will be turned to joy. God bless you, and remember, stay the course.